All right, Lisa, thanks. We are here with Mr. Matt Sellon this morning from the University of Illinois. We've been taking some really great looks at some really great pictures of Earth.
Yes, and I think we have some more pictures.
I think we have a video as well of this now.
Yeah, let's see if we can, here we go. So one of the things, the beauty of having this sun synchronous orbit is that on one of the passes, you're getting the light side of the Earth. There's always 1:30 at the equator. On the other side of the Earth is going to be dark. So this satellite can be used to take pictures of the Earth either during the day or at night. And so here's a composite little movie that you can see on the NASA website where they basically have the whole Earth at night, and you can see all the cities and all the places where humans have basically lit it up with electricity. So every place you see a yellow sort of smudge is a city where there's some lights on. And you can see as the thing turns around, there's Europe right there. And then as we rotate, oops. There we go. There's the eastern seaboard, I believe, right there.
Okay.
And so you can. It's not obvious, but I know because I cheated. So the light smudge to the very top right is Philadelphia, and then we have Baltimore, and then Washington D.C. So the east coast of the United States is very, very lit up. But the cool thing is you can see these little roads too, little sort of filaments that connect the brighter dots. It's really neat. So let's see what else we got here.
Looked like Italy was particularly well lit.
Yeah, oh, here's a neat one. This is also the United States. Florida is that sort of white thing that's sticking down to the right of the weather system, but you see just to the left of that, and you can explain it being, Lisa, the weather person. I think that's some sort of hurricane forming in the Gulf of Mexico or something like that.
Yeah, I would say so. We'd have to look up the date to figure it out.
Right,
but
so there was, I forget the name, but anyways, so you can certainly monitor the Earth's activities in terms of weather and air movements and stuff. Then we have another cool one. Here we go. This one, if you look carefully, the colored things are the oceans, and the gray things are the land. So you can sort of see North America and South America, the gray thing that kind of runs from top to bottom. And this is showing the concentration of chlorophyll and plankton and things like that in the ocean.
Okay.
So you see that where it's sort of shallow around the land masses and so on, there's higher concentration. The darker blue is where it's lower concentration in the middle of the Atlantic and stuff like that.
I bet you with hurricanes and stuff going through, I bet you they could see some track afterwards. That'd be real cool.
And so the satellite has many instruments, so it can monitor things like this by looking at different wavelengths. And there's another cool one, which I believe is a movie. Oh, there we go. This is a good one. It's also monitoring ozone. And so this shows the concentration of ozone as a function of time, starting back in the I believe it's the 80s or 90s, sort of at the top left, down to where we are right now in the bottom right. And so it's a little hard to see here, but you can see it on the website, is that there's less now than there was. And the last two pictures on the bottom right are two different satellites, and they agree perfectly. So it's a nice sort of check. And what do we got next here? We should have one that shows the vegetation on Earth. It's like a little movie. But if we don't, then you can find it on the NASA website.
Okay.
That's very cool.
Very cool. We want to get to one thing real quickly before we go, because we've been asking people, Matt, to text in their questions that they have for you. And so you get the chance now to pick what you want to do the next time you join us on the morning show. Here are the questions. One is, when you vacuum flour off the counter with a 20-foot hose, why do you see and feel static electricity? That's one question. The other question is, how flammable is hairspray?
Oh, these are great questions. I want to do both of these. I don't know which one we'll do first. So we will do both of these questions.
Okay.
Right?
Very good.
I don't know in which order. It just
depends
if it's easier to find flour or hairspray when I get home. I'll have to figure that one out. But that's a great one.
Well, I know we have
sure.
plenty of hairspray in the studio.
Yeah. So thank you for those questions. We'll do both of those.
Next. Okay.
Maybe not both at the same time, but we'll figure out which one first.
Very cool. Matt, thanks very much. More of the morning show next.